Hey, what's up everyone, and I welcome you to this video again. In this video we're gonna talk a little bit about resizing your pictures to be able to share them on social media. Alright, so there are times when you are shooting pictures with high-end equipments, and most of the times, this is for sure, is that whenever you are shooting pictures with high-end equipments, the size of the pictures is always huge. Like this one is 4.96 megabytes. Now when sharing on social media, you must know that we are using network. This is a size of a song, 4.96 megabytes. So if you're gonna share a picture that has such bigger megabytes, it's not easy for your clients to download the pictures. That's the first thing. Second thing, it's not also easy for people to preview the pictures on social media. So if you want your clients to download the pictures very quick, but also it must not slow down your network in terms of uploading or downloading, it means you need to process your pictures to a smaller size without losing the details. So if I was going to process this picture in a way that is not good, I will start losing the quality of the pictures. But this method that I'm going to show you guys allows you to resize the pictures itself, but also reduce the size to a downloadable size, because this is just a picture. There is no need for this picture to be 4 megabytes. It doesn't make sense. But for me as a photographer, it makes sense because this picture is coming from a bigger camera, not a cell phone camera or something smaller. So for quality purpose, the biggest cameras in the world, they tend to have bigger size of the picture file itself, which means whenever you are processing your pictures, you have to look at the size and say, is this the best size for you to share with people on social media so that people are able to download the pictures? So I would say 4.96, that's basically a size of a video, not a picture. So you have to know how to process your pictures in ways that is shareable with others. So this video is gonna talk a lot about that, and if you guys like this video, I would say click the subscribe button so that you don't get to miss my next video, but at the same time turn on also the notification button so that whenever I do upload, you get notified. This video is about resizing your pictures to a way that is manageable, is shareable, but also is social media acceptable. Okay, so we're gonna do this using our favorite app, and this is Adobe Photoshop. If you guys want to try this app out, there is a link in the description where you can download and try it for 7 days or 30 days. It depends. But if you want to buy it, you can still buy it on the same link by their website, adobe.com. Now, I'm not getting paid to advertise Adobe Photoshop, but I'm just showing you certain things that you can do using Adobe Photoshop in order for you to be able to do certain things, whether you are a photographer or whether you are a graphic designer and stuff like that. Okay, so now we need to make sure that our pictures are resized. So it becomes a problem whereby you resize one picture and then you still need to resize another picture, and then you still need to resize another picture. This video is going to explain to you how can you resize multiple pictures to a way that those pictures are social media shareable. Alright, so in order for us to do that, all we need to do is we need to call up an action, which you can get by the action panel here. So if you need to get this without going to the window panel, all you need to do is just press Alt plus F9. But we are already here, so we just click Actions. Okay, so once we are in the action panel here, we need to create an action that allows that specific task to be applied to a lot of pictures, whereby we don't have to do it one by one. We just do it to one picture and then apply it to the rest. Let me show you what I mean by that. Here you're looking at me going here, open, and then I'll just, let's say, I'll just pick this picture, click open, and then I'll just go to File, Automate, fit image. So by default, my fitting constraints are 1920 by 1080, which is full HD. All right, so then I'll just click OK. And that image has been fit. But as you can zoom it, the quality is still the same. But now if you're gonna go and save this picture, save as JPEG and click save, you realize that it already exists here. It means the original image is here, so we don't want to destroy the original image. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get out of this folder Redmi Photos and go to my desktop, and then I'll go to resized pictures, and then here I'll save as a picture and then save. Now you can see that this same picture, if I can go to my folders here, it should be it should be one of these pictures. So you can see that these pictures here, all of them are 4.34 megabytes, another one is 444 megabytes, another one is 4.2. so they are more likely they are almost like in 4 megabytes more or less type. Okay, once you resize this picture using this method that Photoshop is providing, you realize that the picture gets to 557 kilobytes, which is social media shareable, but at the same time the picture does not lose any quality. So that's now the idea behind this whole video, that you don't have to process your pictures in ways that your pictures loses quality, but at the same time being able to reduce the size to a huge amount of pictures. So since I have done that, then you realize that I'll still need to open again another picture, do the same actions that I have done. Can you now understand why the action palettes is going to be very useful? Because this allows you to apply one effect to a lot of pictures at once. So without going left and right, I'm gonna show you how you can create that effect right now. But just a reminder, if you guys like this video, if you think this video is gonna help you, or if it is already helping you somewhere somehow, if you're a photographer or if you are somebody who likes to take pictures, I would say hit the subscribe button now, because this video is here before it gets taken down. All right, so first thing first, when we are about to create an action inside of Adobe Photoshop, what you're looking at is you go to this palette here that says, go and this one that says, actually you just click here. If it doesn't highlight its name, it's fine, just click on that. So we need to call this action Resize Images. It needs to be under default actions, because these are the default actions that are already inside of Adobe Photoshop. So our Resize Images action can still be in there. Now, function key, don't worry about that. Color is just something to decorate, but you have to understand now what is going to be happening from now on, because all you need to do is click the record button. Once you click the record button, it means this app called Adobe Photoshop is going to be recording each and every step you take. So whenever you are resizing these pictures, make sure that you don't combine any step that does not involve pictures getting resized, because then you're gonna create a confusion in whatever this app is gonna be recorded. It's gonna be recording. So with that in mind, then that means we need to click record, and then you see that Adobe Photoshop now is ready. He's recording everything that I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll come to File and Open, and then I'm gonna go to Redmi Pictures, and then I'll select one of these photos and just click Open. Once that is done, then you can see that if you go to this Resize Images, there is one action that we have created, which is we have opened an image, which is this image that you can see on the display, right? Once that is done, then all you need to do now is go to File, automate fit image. So you can put an amount here, 1280 by 720, 1920, whatever size you want, it will be still fine. I preferred full HD, which is 1920 by 1080, and then I click OK. Then that means this is the size of 1920 by 1080. All I need to do is just zoom it up. So now you can see that the picture quality is still the same. And this side we have created that fit image action in the recording panel here. Since the software is still recording at this moment, the picture quality is still the same. All we need to do is now go to File, Save As. We don't need to save it here because then we're gonna lose the original image. So we get out of that folder and then we go to Readme Photos Resized. So I already did create this folder because I knew that after resizing the pictures that are in this folder, they need to come in here. In that way, I don't lose the original files. I still have the original copies, but these are now resized that I can now share with social media or anything that has to do with online. Now, the reason why I'm still keeping these pictures is because this is the raw files that came straight from the cameras. So whatever I do to these pictures, I make sure that I'm creating copies. I don't lose the original files. So hopefully that makes sense as well. So we're gonna open this folder by double clicking on it, or just click here where it says open, and then we're gonna save. Now from 4 megabytes, 4.2 or 4.1 megabytes picture to 803K. It means this picture now is too small. It can be shared online without struggles, but at the same time, if you can come and look at the picture itself, you realize that it still has all the details just like the original one. And what I'll do now is I'll click OK. So now if you come to our actions here, you see that we have got 3 actions. We have got open, fit, which is resizing, and then save. The last action that we need to add here is now close. Okay, so it means now we have managed to create this resize action. All we need to do now is to stop the recordings. Okay, so since that action has been created, that's where now the magic happens, because now all we need to do is come in here and delete this picture. That was what we used to create this action. Now all we need to do at this moment is now go to File, Automate, Batch. Okay. It is very important that you understand what is happening here. If I was not teaching, or if I was not showing you guys how to do this, I would have been done with this by now. But I'm trying to explain step by step so that you guys don't get confused along the way. Here we have got 4 or 5 sections. We have got this section here that says play. And then we have got this section here that says source and destination. Okay, let's start with the play section. The play section is asking you to say what kind of action that is inside of default actions do you want to play. So in this case, we are choosing to resize our images so that we can be able to share them. Okay, that is now the action that this part is asking you for. Once you select that resize images and you know that you really want to resize images, then that means now you need to go to the source folder. And then you choose a folder that contains the images that you would like to resize. So in this case, I'm gonna choose the Readme photos, the original raw files. This is the source. This is where the pictures are. So this folder is containing the pictures that I'm gonna resize. I also got pictures in this folder, but this time around I'm only targeting these ones because these are the ones that I want to resize into smaller size file, so that I can be able to share on social media. So once I select that folder, then there is this option here that you have to pay very close attention, because it will give you problems if you don't understand what this action says. So here it says, when this option is on, source files, which is almost like saying source pictures, will be opened from the source folder, which is what we selected here, Readme Photos folder, only by the open step in the action. So the open step is this one that is in the action that we created here. Okay, if there isn't this open, as you are reading, if there are no open steps, no files will be opened. So if this is not here, if this was just saying resize, fit image, save, it means there will be no picture that will be opened. If we understand that, it means we're now ready to move forward. So that is from the source. Destination is now after this play resize image, that action has been applied to the picture. Destination is where the program is gonna save this other processed picture without touching the original file. So now here I'm gonna choose, and then I'm gonna go to desktop, and then I select Readme Photos Resized. I'm not now picking this one. You have to understand that when I was choosing the source, I'm choosing the pictures that needs to be resized. Destination is when once they have been resized, they will not be put in here, because then they will affect the original files. They will now be put in the new folder, which is called the Readme Photos Resized and Bordered. So we select that folder, and then here there is also another action that you need to pay attention. When this option is on, files will be saved to the destination folder by only save as steps in the action. That means this, if this action here of save is not in this list, then there will be no files saved. In the same sense that if there was no open here, it means this option here is not supposed to be ticked on, and if there isn't anything that says save here, this action is not supposed to be ticked on. Okay, so then I click, well, I'm sorted, I have those actions set, so we click OK. So from there, the only thing now you need is just click OK and give Photoshop at least 30 minutes to process, maybe like 10 seconds depending on how many pictures you have. So if you were to say you have got 600 pictures that you just need them to be resized and send them to your clients, so that the client must not struggle to download the pictures, then you will now just click OK and then go do something else while Photoshop is going to be doing the job for you. And in order for us to verify that, then I'll click OK. Then you'll see that Photoshop is going to be opening each picture one by one, processing them. But also what you can do is you can see what is happening to this section here. It's opening, fit, save, opening, fit, save, opening, fit, save, opening, resize, save. Okay, and once all those pictures are done, then now I'm going to show you again how you can now apply certain effect using the same method without you having to go inside of each picture one by one. You can only apply all that effect to all the pictures at once using the same method. And now if you are somebody also who can sit at home and think wisely, you will see that there are so much possibilities that you can do with this, because you can take it a little bit further. Okay, so as you can see that I did have 20 pictures in the source folder, and those 20 pictures have been processed. How do we know about that? Then we're gonna have to come out of this Photoshop, then we go to this folder we created, which is Readme Photos Resized. Once we are in there, you can now see that there are 20 pictures. If you would like to find out if there wasn't an error, or maybe if there was no picture that has been left behind, all you need to do is see there are 20 items that have been resized, and then when we go to the original photos here, you realize that there are also 20 items in this folder. So the difference now is this picture has got 4.17 megabytes, and the same picture, if you come here, you realize that it has got 348 kilobytes, but the quality still remains the same. Everything still remains the same. It's just that when the pictures are coming from high quality equipments, they have got a bigger size. So it is very important that you resize them in a way that it does not slow down the network. You are able to share with friends on social media, and friends are able to access your pictures without difficulties. All right, so Thank you guys for watching, and if you think this video has given you a lot of information, especially when it comes to resizing your pictures, check me on my next video, because in my next video I'm gonna show you the same trick, but now this time around I'm gonna show you how can you apply a specific effect to your pictures, all of your pictures. Let's say you wanted to put a logo on your pictures. How can you use the same method and then be able to apply add logos to all of your pictures? So you have also to understand that this demonstration happened with 20 images. This same method can work even if you have got 600 images. So let's say you went for wedding photography, you have got so much pictures, you just want to resize them quickly. This is the method that can help you to get things done quickly without you having to go each one by one out of all the pictures that you took. So see you in my next video, and please click subscribe button if you really like videos like these ones. We're gonna be sharing a lot on this channel, and I'm gonna be sharing certain tricks that can help you to work faster and also optimize your workflow without having problems. See you in my next video, and this has been Pasha Media. Let's get going.